Hi BookTube, welcome to Book Talks with Miss Thomas. I'm just gonna hop on here real quick and tell you about two really good books that I'm enjoying a lot right now. And it's gonna be a short one, but these are some really good books you wanna check out. So in my last video, it was my Southern Charm readathon video, and I talked about how I definitely recommend every book except the one I hadn't read yet because it was recommended by Amanda, but I was getting ready to read it. True to my word, I read it. I've started to read it. I'm not gonna lie, there's 10 pages left, and there's only 10 pages left because I don't want it to end. This is a really cute book. It's so much fun. And it's called Beaches, Bungalows, and Burglaries. This is the story of Mae West. Yes, that's actually her name. Her name is Mae, and she marries some guy with the last name West, and he's an older guy. And so she marries him. She really loved him. He was very, very wealthy, and he made her feel safe and taken care of. Well, come to find out, he was running a Ponzi scheme. So the book starts with Mae, reeling from the information that her husband was running this Ponzi scheme, and the FBI has raided their home and taken all of their stuff. When the lawyer tells her, well, there is this camper that's just in your name, and there's a campground that your ex-husband left for you, also just in your name. And that's all she has to her name is this camper, really tacky camper, and the campground. So she thinks she's gonna go in the camper to the campground and just try to get away from everything and relax and, regroup. So she gets to the campsite and sees that it's really, really run down. It's in Happy Trails, Kentucky, and that is important because the setting is, Southern, and she's like, where's the Kentucky bluegrass? And it's just hard dirt. It's all a mess. And then to compound things even worse, the people living there are all people who have been ripped off by her ex-husband. So they're not too fond of Mae. They're not very welcoming, at least not at first. But Mae gets it in her head that she really wants to make good. She wants to fix everything, fix the mess that her husband created. And she starts to really just feel so sad for the way her husband has taken, life savings and futures from so many people. She wants to fix up the campsite, at least to boost the economy and try to make good on something that happened from her, ex-husband. Then she discovers her ex-husband has been murdered at this campsite. He has escaped from prison and he is murdered at the campsite. And even though he's her ex-husband and he's, ripped off all these people, she feels sad about that because she did love him. And she wants to find out who murdered him, and she wants to try and just make right whatever she can fix. And it was just such a wonderful, I say was, it's not over yet. I've got 10 pages. See my fancy bookmark there? It's Post-it note, but I just don't want it to end, so I'm holding on to it, but I'm gonna have to finish it today. I know I'm gonna love it, but it's just so fun, and I love the friendships. Mae makes friends with these women that live in Kentucky. If you like a book with a lot of fun friendships between women, this is definitely your book. I loved the women in this book and the way they come together and the friendship they formed. They have a book club and they get together at the laundromat and just chat. And then there's this church lady who is just so lovely. She's the preacher's wife, and she brings casseroles to everybody and gets the news and tries to get Mae to go to church with her. And I just love it. It's a lot of fun, this book. And it reminded me, little bonus for you, even though this is a BookTube channel, it reminded me of a movie that I saw on, I don't know if it's the Hallmark channel. It might not be the Hallmark channel because it's starring Candace Cameron Bure, and she's a Christian actress. She was the cute blonde Deej in Full House, and I know she had a little falling out with Hallmark, so it might be a Prime Video. I think you can find it on Netflix, but it's called Finding Normal, and it's a really cute movie that also takes place in Kentucky. So Normal, Kentucky, because that's the setting of this book. It's also the setting of the movie, Finding Normal. And in that movie, Candace Cameron Bure plays, I think it was a doctor, and she gets pulled over and she gets this speeding ticket and she's assigned community service in Normal, Kentucky. And, you know, she's a little big for her britches and she doesn't want to have to stick around, you know, Normal, Kentucky. But then she stays and she has to help others and she just really finds normal. She finds, you know, wonderful life there in Normal, Kentucky. So it was a lot like this book. I highly recommend both. A book that I'm currently listening to right now on, you know, an audiobook that I'm listening to is called The Sweet Life. And it is so cute. It's just a lot of fun. I needed something to listen to. I was getting ready to drive home from work and it'd been a long day and I just wanted to take my mind off everything and, you know, just escape with a good book. And I just clicked on this one. It was, you know, I was in a hurry. I didn't pay a lot of attention. I'm so glad I did. The Sweet Life is a really fun book about this character named Gigi. And Gigi is a hairdresser in London who is the maid of honor at her sister's wedding. And it's a destination wedding in Hawaii. The problem is Gigi has been dumped by her boyfriend, Nathan, like within the year. And now Nathan is dating this big influencer named Sunshine. And she's kind of a snot. But everybody thinks Sunshine is so terrific. And she seems to be very beautiful and very perfect. And she's just this great big deal influencer. And Gigi can't possibly compete with her. And she's got to go to this wedding, destination wedding in Hawaii for her sister, Lucy. And of course, her ex-boyfriend, Nathan, is the best man in the wedding. So he's bringing sunshine. And then Gigi's parents are there. Gigi lives with her parents, even though she's, you know, a grown woman. And it's just a lot of fun. So Gigi wants to get a date to the wedding, obviously, because she's the only single person and she's been dumped by the best man. And people are worried about her. People treat her with concern, especially her sister. And she doesn't want her sister to feel sorry for her at the wedding. So she really wants to get a date. And the things she does to get a date, I mean, there were some really funny stories about bad dates. And I'm all in for that. If you want to hear about some bad dates with strange people, there's a couple of those in the book. And that was a lot of fun. And that's all before she gets to Hawaii. So then when she gets to Hawaii, people start treating her like she's really special and really important, and she doesn't quite know why. And of course, the influencer, the girlfriend, the new girlfriend of her ex-boyfriend, the new girlfriend, Sunshine, is very, you know, catty and frustrated because why is Gigi getting all this attention when she's supposed to be the new girlfriend and so great? And she was, I think, really looking forward to making Gigi feel small. But Gigi gets all of this attention in Hawaii, and there's definitely something going on with that. What's that about? But it's just really fun. It's a lot of fun. It's just a funny book about a single woman trying to survive a wedding. And who wouldn't enjoy that? I mean, it was a lot of fun. I haven't finished that one yet. I say was, but I'm still listening to it. So those are really good. If you're just looking for fluff, for an escape, for something fun to read or listen to, highly recommend this book and The Sweet Life. The audio, you could probably get the book to read on paper too, but the audio is a lot of fun. Okay, so that's it right now. That's what I'm reading. Hope you're out there reading something good too. Bye for now.